Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing very well. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 757 subscribers as a recording of this YouTube video. I really do much appreciate it, and remember that if you do enjoy the content, hit the sub button to help reach up 1k goal. Also a very quick shout out to these individuals for being my most recent subscribers. Thank you very much for hitting that button and further supporting the channel. Now, to start off, there's something to note. The video should be higher quality now, as I have adjusted some things, so that is kind of cool. And also the background music it's a funny thing, is the 9th anniversary one again, because there's no vocals in it, and of course the background as well. And the reason for that is my video actually got copyright striked, not a strike but a claim, because I used the 10th anniversary theme song. Not used it, but it was in, and so that video got claimed. Just luckily I didn't lose any revenue because I don't get revenue yet. That will come at 1k, but just a little bit silly that, you know, they have a background music that is copyright claimable and then they claim it. So that is why we don't use the 10th anniversary one. Actually, I'm gonna change this because I'm scared that this is gonna get claimed as well. So I think under a certain volume it should be fine, but let's just switch it over to Future Society. That'll be fun. Yeah, so hope you all had a fantastic Monday. This is a banner review video, but I think most of you guys will probably be on board with, of course, what banner you should pull on. Of course, it's this one. But let's just check out the rest of the banners as well. I'm recording this on a Sunday night, once again, as I usually do. But I don't think there's going to be anything interesting coming in this week, so definitely not really worth mentioning anything, but we'll go through it anyways. So I got a free pull here. Of course I didn't get anything. I still have a minuscule amount of orbs, and that's just due to my own negligence because I'm lazy and I really don't want to play. I put too many hours into this game and I got screwed over way too much by pulls to actually, you know, invest time into it again, as in like full on invest time. So yeah, but anyway, so we have a swimsuit banner here. This is going away on the 3rd. It's actually after the 10th anniversary one. So yeah, the 10th anniversary is actually going away pretty soon, 4 days, 3 days from when you guys are watching this video. So just keep in mind that this won't be in for much longer. So definitely get your anniversary characters if you haven't gotten them yet. And then of course we have this swimsuit banner. It's going to go away at the 2nd. Now just one thing to note, I think there was an update notice about some pull coming in. Let's just quickly check. I think it's a pull that's supposed to come in tomorrow morning. So was it a pull? I don't think so. No, it's not. Okay, so no updates on the pools, although we do get new resurrection characters, so that's kind of cool. That will give me some orbs. But yeah, I haven't been playing actively. Something just to quickly show you guys, one thing that I have been playing is actually Wuthering Waves, or Woo-Bomb, depending on how you want to say it. So yeah, that's something I've been kind of grinding out a lot. So yeah, okay, anyways, let's get into the banner review. Of course, I will be covering the anniversary one again. Of course, it is just there, I need to cover it, and then we'll go over the other two as well. But the anniversary one is a special exception. Normally I wouldn't recover a banner, but the anniversary one I think is a reliable and a, how can I say, something that should be exempt from that rule, if you want to put it like that. But yeah, so let's get into it. My apologies for that. I had to actually do something real quick. That's why the thing paused, or maybe you guys didn't even notice it. That would be great. Anyway, so let's go from the bottom up. Okay, so this pull already I see a unit I very much like, which is Ronkiku. She's amazing, really good unit. Of course she does compare to Ichigo on purple, or on heart, and that is on both the Purity Ichigo and one we got fighting against Yuhabaha. So definitely not in that league. However, let's see who else in the pool. Now I'm just gonna save you guys some time. If you guys want to know what to pull on this week, of course it will still be the anniversary banner. There is absolutely nothing else to pull on that is going to be worth it this week. Only I think on Sunday or next week will round 2 drop of the anniversary, and then we will have a new banner to pull on. That will be of course the one that's worth it. So for now, let's just go over this. Okay, so we have literally in this pool, unfortunately, one unit that is actually worth it, and that is Ronkiku. The rest of them are actually a little bit old. Now can still pass as serviceable, but you have Meninas in that slot that's also a swimsuit character. That does everything that Nell does, just 10 times better. So definitely a little bit outdated. However, like I said, Ronkiku is extremely powerful, and she is a coin runner as well as spots. So really good unit overall. Then of course Yorichi, Tia Halibel, and Yachiru Unohana over here, and that is just, you know, it is what it is. Or Retsu, whatever you want to call her. So yeah, definitely, like, yeah, I think they did actually quite well on this, because it's a very niche banner. If you want to pull for, you know, eye candy and good looking characters overall, then this would be your banner to pull on. But I mean, it's just here, you know. It's not gonna make a difference in your playstyle really. So they're not tempting you with gigantic other banners like putting in Sanfazia Blood War characters, etc, which is good. I think they manage this really good. So this banner over here with I actually forgot her name. What the hell is her name? Damn. Okay, hang on. Give me a second. I need to think. Masaki. That's her name. Damn. I can't. I can't believe I actually forgot. The moment I clicked pause on the recording, I remembered it instantly for some reason. Maybe I just got stage fright for some reason. So yeah, Masaki. She is okay. Swimsuit version of hers. Okay. Momo. She's not the greatest of characters. So she's just a theme character, which is cute with cat ears. Very much a Joshiro. Meh. Xiaolong is also kind of meh. And then, of course, this Kiora over here, he used to be a good spot unit, but of course he got dethroned quickly because it was Ikaku that came out after him, I think, or Bulga, I can't remember which one it was. And then, of course, Meninas. Meninas is still queen when it comes to pots, in my opinion, on Mind, although I think the new Stark is better. Hang on. I need to confirm my findings. A lot of detail going into this one. Wait, hang on. I put it over here for some reason, I think. Yeah. I think Stark is on Mind, if I'm not mistaken. Stark. Where are you? Oh, no. Okay. Not Stark. The hell. I cannot speak today. I cannot think. Asken. Asken is on Technique. Okay, because he's currently the best spot runner in the game. So, yeah. So now is definitely not worth pulling for on the banner, but still, it's cool to see her in the banner. She's, like I said, a very old unit. She came out with Isane, Nal, and somebody else was in the banner as well. I forget who though, can't remember. Yeah, so let's go over the anniversary banner again, just to quickly refresh what is in it, because yeah, you guys may need a little bit of a refresher. I am clicking on the info button. The game does not want me to actually proceed. Okay, here we go. Sorry if my thoughts seem a bit scattered. I'm, I don't know, a little bit scatterbrained tonight for some reason. Don't know why I'm struggling to actually get two words here. That I just proved my own point. Because of course we have Ichigo and Rukia. Astonishing units, really strong. And then the fillers are decent as well. Now, the masculine is, in my opinion, a terrible unit. The fact that they gave us this guy in his current state as a unit is sad and pathetic. They could have done so much more with him. Denjiro is literally just a guild quest bot. So yeah, and look, he's fantastic as a guild quest bot. He has everything you want in a guild quest character, so he's not worthless whatsoever, but ranged human is kind of, you know, whatever. Shinji, really good unit. Soifon, extremely good as well. Sajin is outdated. Persistence is something that, like I said, gets counted now because of Mila Rose. And I suspect there will be a new Brave Battle unit coming out on round 2, which will further just counter persistence. So, you know, Sajin is what it is. He's still serviceable. Because, you know, if you have a 5 out of 5 Sajin, you spec him correctly, you have the right accessories, correct links, you will still probably be able to beat a 1 out of 5 Mila Rose. But when it comes to like 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, you're not going to beat Mila. There's no way in hell. Then Grammy, I mean, strongest unit on technique by far. Like, nobody's gonna touch this guy, and I don't think nobody's gonna touch him until maybe the second round has a character in it that has a Vortex and Frenzy +3. If that's not gonna happen, then maybe a Frenzy +2 with Rampage to 100% and a Vortex. That will probably be better, depending on how it's formulated. But yeah, for now he is in a safe spot. Nothing is gonna take him out of that spot. I think he's still probably better than Ichigo in terms of damage output. I don't think stronger than Rukia because she has a very high amount of SP gain that she gets, and overall I think just, yeah, it's just Grammy is very, very broken. Very broken. Kenpachi, trash bag, like literally trash. I'm happy we got a Rukia on speed to replace Kenpachi with, because yeah, he's a disappointment of an anniversary unit, really bad. I think the last time we got an anniversary unit was really disappointing was 7th anniversary Uru, and the only reason why he was disappointing was because of the fact that he doesn't have Marauder on his kit, or I don't think he has status element either, and that's the only reason why I would say he is a little bit sad. But other than that, he's a fantastic unit still to use. Then Mugetsu on power. He is extremely powerful, still one of the stronger units in the game. If you have 8th anniversary Ichigo, it's probably a better choice to go with him. However, Mugetsu gets other stuff done that he doesn't. 8th anniversary Ichigo is kind of just, think of it as a tsunami going through a stage relatively quickly, but not too quick, safe, extremely powerful. However, with Mugetsu, it's like a damn bullet. You just yeet through a stage and just delete everything as quick as possible. But he doesn't have a Vortex like 8th anniversary Ichigo, and he cannot heal himself in the same manner. Although, does he heal? I don't think he heals. No, I don't think he does. Maybe he does. I can't remember exactly. And then you have this monster right here, which in my opinion was still the strongest character on speed until Rukia came around, and that's because she has Rampage, and just her kit is phenomenal. So really, really strong. We don't talk about Chad. Chad is in the corner there, rightfully so. I'm actually happy I didn't get any pulls on him because, like I said, he has no function in this game. So yeah, he used to be a Brave Battle unit. He has Purity, so that's kind of nice to have as a Brave Battle unit, of course. However, in an environment where, you know, you have persistence units, you have constant invincibilities, you have buffers, you have people that cancel out buffers, it's just, he's outclassed in every single way, and that's unfortunate because, well, people want Chad to be powerful, but, you know, it is what it is. So, really, the fillers are really good. Save for one or two of them that's, you know, kind of meh, but the rest of them are really good. So let's quickly just go over Ichigo again. He is a human killer plus, 950 SP right out of the gate, really strong of course. He has an extra skill berserker 30%, so if you link that to a character that has the extra EX skill tag, he will also inherit this trait. And then soul trait, strong attack damage, or strong attack recharge time minus 14%. Sorry, my bad for that. Then he has paralysis plus on all his techniques. Kind of disappointing that he doesn't have multi-elements. I thought maybe for this anniversary you would get somebody that has 2 elements or maybe even 3, because that seems like a possibility. So kind of disappointing in that regard. However, still very, very good element to have, because paralysis is just one of those that work really well. Then he also has an EX move, of course. He has Sprinter plus 2, Havoc 20%, and full stamina only. Reduce strong attack cooldown by 6%. That's his innates. However, I do not like this, once again, because he has no reliable way to heal himself. If a character has full stamina only skills and he cannot heal himself, I count that as a wasted skill. 90% of the time, if you're doing difficult content, let's say for instance a limit break, or you're doing a epic raid or something like that, and you can't just, you know, absolutely burst down the epic raid boss or just one shot the whole limit break, you are going to get tagged, and the moment you get tagged you lose one of your skills, which is thoroughly disappointing to see. So that's why I don't like this on characters that cannot heal themselves. If you had Drain as well as Paralysis, yeah, sure, why not? That type of thing. Increased strong attack damage 100%, ridiculous. Reduced strong attack cooldown 40%, that's his soul trait of course. Full stamina damage boost 50%. Once again, if you get tagged, that's gone. It's very silly. All status ailments resistance to 100%, so that means that even stage that has more than 100% status ailment chance, you will be nullifying those effects as well. Really good. Frenzy plus 3, Bombardment plus 2. First time we have seen Bombardment plus 2 on a unit, and it fits Ichigo well because his Soul Bomb is absolutely insane. I gotta say, Soul Bomb looks really, really cool. Then debilitated 5 seconds, increased status ailment chance against humans, weaken defense, long stride, poise, break, sharpshooter, and status ailment spiritual pressure boost 100%. Now, yes, I know he has Bombardment plus 2. However, that's not a consistent damage output skill. You can use his Soul Bomb once. Okay, yes, it's gonna nuke anything in the game, fair enough, but you're not gonna use it on something that's gonna survive it, and you can't use it every single stage. Yes, he has Frenzy plus 3, so that makes up for, you know, the lack of DPS in terms of, you know, having a plus 2 on this. I actually thought they were gonna do him as a Frenzy plus 4 and then a Bombardment plus 1. Because that would have made a little bit more sense in my opinion to actually make him cracked as hell since it's 10th anniversary, but it is what it is. So let's get over to Rukia. Now Rukia, extremely powerful as well to absolutely nobody's surprise. 946 SP right out the gate, really high. Stern Reticular Plus. Her EX skill that you can link to other characters as well. Status and spiritual pressure boost 35%, so that is an extra 35% she gets on spiritual pressure, and yes, she also gets it. So it is not like this is just a wasted skill, that if you don't link it, you don't get it type of thing. No, this is actually applied to Rukia herself if you don't actually link it to somebody. I have no idea why you would link this character, considering she is probably by quite a large margin consistently the strongest character on speed currently. So yeah. Soul trait, strong attack, recharge time minus 14%, same as Ichigo. Then she has a freeze plus on all her attacks, to nobody's surprise. She is Rukia after all. She has an EX move as well. Like I said, her EX skill, status element, spiritual pressure boost, 35%, great stuff. Sprinter plus 2, Havoc 20%, ammo, Marauder, right, that's, I mean, can't complain about that. Increased strong attack damage, 100%, Devastation, 50%. Not bad, you know, this is good. Reduced strong attack damage, not that, reduced strong attack damage. If I can read and stop, you know, assuming what's going to be said, that would be great. Reduced strong attack cooldown, 40%. All status element resistance to 100%. Frenzy plus 3. Bombardment plus 1. So unfortunately her Soul Bomb isn't as powerful as Ichigo's. Keep that in mind. Debilitator 5 seconds. Increased status element chance against Quincy's. Damage to frozen enemies 80%, weaken defense, long stride, poise, break, and status ailment spiritual pressure boost 100%. So she gets 135% status ailment spiritual pressure boost bonuses whenever she procs a status ailment. Now the reason why I say she might actually have higher DPS than Ichigo is because of the fact that she has damage to frozen enemies 80%. Okay, so that is of course something that helps out a lot. Devastation 50% as well. Yes, she doesn't have Bombardment plus 2, but she backs it up with damage to frozen enemies and the extra devastation damage that she has. Now, realistically, the only enemies in the game that's going to survive a Soul Bomb from either her or Ichigo is going to be, like I said, your hardest content, limit breakers, raid bosses, and even sometimes Guild Quest. Okay, so when they proc the status ailment, you know, Ichigo unfortunately doesn't get a bonus from freezing or electrifying his enemies, whereas she does. So that's the reasoning why I say she's probably better DPS wise. However, I don't have both, so I can't really test it. That's just what I read and what I actually interpret it as. So just keep that in mind. Do not absolutely flame me in the comments, because like I said, I don't have both of them, and I went to step 18 and spent a lot of orbs. So yeah, the game hated me on this pull. But don't worry, my luck is not better in different gacha games. We're doing waves. I also pulled a bunch of times for Pullover and didn't get her, so yeah. Okay, so Ichigo, his first normal attack string. Absolutely phenomenal visuals on that. Some of the best I've seen in the game. Really, it is amazing. Just looks great. First strong attack is a gather and then a slight beam effect that he pops up. It's kind of nice to see, and it has a really quick cooldown, of course, because I'm not hit yet. Second strong attack, just a forward dash AoE. Nothing really too fancy regarding it. It just works. Okay. Then his third strong attack, of course, is screen wide. To nobody's surprise. He has really quick attack animations, which is very, very nice. You don't want your attack animations to be extremely long on any unit, because that actually does affect your DPS. If you're going to be in animations for a long time, you can't string your next strong attack efficiently. Some attacks even have different stages of attacks, so once you pop them, you need to let them play out, otherwise you won't get all the damage out of them. Whereas with him, it's just press the button, he does it really quickly, and it's done. His EX move is a kind of a barrage attack around him. If you guys don't know what a barrage attack is, there were some units that were introduced into the game, namely Misaki, the past version. She's one of the ones that I can actually think of right now. There's a few I can actually think of, but I don't want to name them now. Where they consistently attacked in an area in front of them. They had like a little bar above their head to say how long they're going to keep up the barrage. Now his EX move is very similar to that, but just in a 360 degree around him, which is kind of nice. It's nice to see. You know, you can pop some really big damage numbers like in a guild quest with that. Probably one of the coolest soul bombs in the game, not gonna lie. Although I do like White's as well. White has an amazing soul bomb. So that is Ichigo. He is, you know, yeah, it's kind of what you expect from an anniversary unit. Although I must say, I think they deserved a Vortex, at least one of them. If you guys don't know why I hammer so much on a Vortex, it's because Vortexes have the highest DPS out of everything in the game. It lingers for a long time and ticks a hell of a lot. It also very consistently procs your status ailments. In other words, you always get your 80% status boost, or 130, or whatever it is that you have. So it really is a gigantic damage increase overall. So that is why I always say, if a character has a Vortex, they are so much stronger than your usual character because of that fact. And the thing is, once you pop it, your cooldown already starts with it. So as you're, you know, moving on with your Vortex and it's still lingering, your cooldown is already like halfway done, so then you can pop with the next Vortex again. That's how quick it is. So yeah. Anyways, so Rukia, really pretty normal attack string. Really nothing too spectacular in terms of it, but the visuals do look nice, not gonna lie. Okay, first strong attack is a small AoE around her. Unfortunately, it's not a beam attack, which can just cross map enemies, although it does deal significant damage, of course. But like I said, a little bubble in front of her has quite a okayish range, but not the best. Second strong attack, gather and explode. Same as Ichigo has a first attack that does that. It's just, you know, Ichigo's first attack also has a beam on the second phase of it. Unfortunately, hers has no beam. So once again, second strong attack, gather, explode. Really cool, actually. It's nice for stuff like Guild Quest. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of those type of attacks, but it does help out. Then, third strong attack is, to nobody's surprise, of course, a screen wide. Exactly how it should be. So, really clears everything very easily, as you would expect from an anniversary unit. And I just got dinked, so yeah, that's fun. Luckily, she has no full stam traits, so that's cool. The EX move is a trap. So, this is gonna linger here for a little bit. It lingers actually for quite a while. Okay, so that lingers for 8 seconds roundabout, and it will constantly do damage in that area. Proc status elements, of course, is really useful for stuff like epic raids and the guild bosses, especially in epic raids, where, you know, you can pop it, you get your bonuses, you can pop your soul bomb, etc, etc, because the boss doesn't move. So really good in that regard. And then her soul bomb, which is also a resurrection, and I'll explain what that does in a second. So Ichigo's Soul Bomb, he drops down a gigantic sword. Where Rukia's Soul Bomb, she freezes the whole planet, which is really, really cool. No pun intended, of course. So the resurrection status that you get from her Soul Bomb, or as you may have seen it, was protection on her, the actual character model. So that means if you do die, quote unquote die, your character hits 0 HP, you will actually be revived, which is cool, you know, in a very difficult stage or something like that. That's really cool to have, because sometimes you do make a mistake and just instantly get bodied. So that is an extra safety net, and when your character is this powerful, you know, the chances of you actually going down is very small. But when it does happen, you know, at least you can say you didn't actually die, and not feel embarrassed by it. But yeah, so that is it for the weekly banner review, guys. We really don't have much. I didn't think they were going to put in anything while the 10th anniversary is running, because it would be literally just a waste of their time and resources to introduce different banners, as everybody is just going to continue to pull on 10th anniversary. But yeah, I hope your pulls went well so far. I've read the comments, of course, I replied to them all, and it seems generally you guys fared a whole lot better than I did. So hopefully your luck continues like that for the second round of anniversary, and hopefully I can just get a damn spin out of mine. So yeah, but anyways, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope your Monday was not absolutely terrible and you had a great day, and I will see you all again in the next video. Once again, thank you all for the support. Really, really awesome. And yeah, peace out.